This is Unit 2, Week 2, the Legislative Branch, question 18 to 22. When are members of Congress elected? The official election of Congress is there's a federal national election the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November of even-numbered years. Crazy. Translation, it can't be November 1st. I guess they're afraid people staying out on Halloween. No, it has to be November 2nd through 8th, whenever that Tuesday falls, is the federal election. And a quorum. A quorum just means the number of people you need to actually do business. If you're part of a club and you say, there's 4 of us, we can't make official decisions unless at least 3 of us are there. That's a quorum. Congress, the quorum is the majority of members in the House or the Senate, means that they can conduct business. What does that really mean? They need at least a majority to have an official vote. On day-to-day affairs, there's always small groups. They're working in committees. Members of Congress in that committee might not even show up. Only the committee chair might be there conducting a hearing. I used to laugh. I went to a committee I used to cover when I worked in D.C. I would go there and I only ever saw the chair of the committee. I never actually saw the other people in the committee because they were back in their offices. So business can be conducted anywhere, but officially to have a vote that counts, it needs to be a majority of them participating. How can they be removed from office? The easiest one is they can lose an election. I guess they can die. But how do you remove someone from office? Members of the House and Senate have the power to decide to accept or to kick out their own members. So if they think there's an ethics committee in the House, nobody wants to serve on it because it means you investigate other members of the House and decide whether they're being corrupt or not. But the House can ultimately decide to kick someone out. Or when Obama was elected U.S. President, there was an open Senate seat in Illinois. The governor of Illinois apparently took some bribes or was listening to some political trades. So the person he appointed to be the temporary replacement, the Senate considered not seating that person because they didn't think they were legitimate. So they weren't going to let the senator from Illinois join the Senate, take the oath and be part of it. So each body controls, the House and Senate control their own membership. Typically this isn't a big deal, but if there's some sort of a controversy, they can decide whether to leave someone in or remove them. What privileges do members of Congress have? Parking tickets galore. No, technically this is kind of funny. They write the laws for the country, but they can't be arrested for violating any small misdemeanor crime. When I worked for a member of the House, what that meant was when I drove to the airport to drop him off, he didn't mind whatsoever if I parked the car right on the curb in the front because he wasn't going to get a ticket. He didn't like to push it because it doesn't look good, but it's kind of funny. They're immune from the law. What's that really mean? It means they're supposed to be beyond being harassed by other branches of government or police to try to annoy them to get their position across or something. But technically they also get to mail things out freely. It's called franking, which is why it's hard to defeat an incumbent member of Congress because they can mail all kinds of information to their constituents to inform them what's happening in Congress. What's that really mean? They mail people who they know are interested in certain issues, statements of what they've done in regards to that concern. So the ability to frank, and certain members of Congress, boy, do they frank a lot. Send out free mail. What restrictions are there on members of Congress? Well, they can't hold any other government job. If they're Congress, they can't work in the legislative branch. For example, if you're named Secretary of State, and your name is, Hillary Clinton, you cannot continue to be a U.S. Senator as well. So you can't hold more than one job, and you can't be a member of both the House and the Senate. And that's it from the Happy House of History.